You see this? Woo! Watch the footwork, baby. Yeah. Hey, haha. Don't stop me now. Officer Zed's got the move.
Woo! Yeah, Officer Zed on the beat. Check it. Watch this. Moonwalk, baby. Funk Patrol in effect. Check it. Woo! Yeah, running it back. Come on. Ha, that's the move. Freeze. Alright, watch this dude. Can't stop the beat, baby. Yeah. How do you like that? Ha! Freeze for the funk, baby. Woo! Cisco Patrol in effect. Can you dig it? Ha ha! That's how the law gets down.
Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It's me, Mike Lepre, King Michael for Legit Fantasy Football. How's everybody doing on this December 21st, 2025? 1221. I love that date. 1221. That was Zed, one of our new intro guys. Joining me, Captain Picard. What's up, Captain?
What's up? Good morning. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Let's do it.
I'll tell you, I'm not getting caught up in the holiday to do all that other garbage that has to be done. Like, I'm making sure I keep it at a nice calm level.
All right.
But speaking of calm levels, joining us, Thomas.
Nothing calm about this guy. Sounding alarms. I actually did just make an announcement, a declaration, if you will, to a league that I already dominated and won. One of my best friends, the creator of the Spread League, not very good. Maybe after years of watching the Legit Fantasy Football show, he has become elite. He is now at the top, a place no man wants to be, because guess what? When you're on the top, you're on the spot where everyone wants to be. You got the target on your back. When you are not hunted, you are the hunted. I would rather be hunting than being the hunted, and I am hunting everyone in that league because there's a prize of $5,000, and it will be mine, all mine. All mine.
No, I could tell that it's been heated in that league you've been having, because I every now and then I catch like posts you make about the league and about you know, how you're kicking their ass and shit like that, or you want to kick his ass. Let me ask you this: what if the kid just watches the show and goes with every pick that you make?
I was just saying that. I was taking a shot, and I said, whoa. What if I'm up against myself here? I may be. He's watched me. Now he's become a illumination of me. I got to be better than me.
Wow. Hey, Sean, Matt's dealing with a lot of stuff besides football. Well, man, you knocked me off. You just knocked me for a loop. I forgot where I was. All right. So, anyways, there were some games that happened, and they did happen yesterday. Why are they doing this to us? Why are they starting to spread out games? Sean?
NFL would like to have a game on 5 days a week, they've said in past press conferences. That is so silly. They're like, our fans want more content.
Matt,
it's like, no, we want better content.
That's exactly it. Matt, the Seahawks beat the Rams 38-37 yesterday. Does that now make the Seahawks the best team in the NFC?
We've been saying that they were, and on the last few shows, I was saying that that's my Super Bowl representative. It's taken me a little bit of time to see who is who, because it's very difficult in this year with because depending on the day, you might think this team is something other than what it is on the next day. But a lot of people are worried about Sam Darnold. I can pick something on every single team that I can tell you I don't trust.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to Sam Darnold, I think he could puke on himself, and that whole catalyst of the program can carry that puke. If he can just be, they'll be just fine. With Sam Darnold, with the Seahawks, I think the Seahawks are in prime position with the win the other night. They did themselves some favors. I think they're going to be the number one seed.
Sean, what'd you come away with from that game?
It's what we've been saying for the past couple of weeks. Two best teams in the NFL are Seattle and the Rams. And, I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like Seattle, if the conference goes through them, they're going to the Super Bowl.
What if I said I still believe in the fact that anybody can win the Super Bowl this year because I don't trust any team. I don't trust a single team to always win. Like, there's been things that have been happening this year, whether the referees are helping it, whether it's weird plays, whether it's players not extending for a catch, doing certain things to throw games off. It's been really hard, even though we've been great at it. It's been really hard predicting games this year. All right.
You can say that again. We've been very good in the most unpredictable year. We've been nails. We've been nails.
Yep.
11-11. All right. Get that out of the way. All right. Before we get into the games, I have one more announcement. So I didn't even know that I qualified for this, but they sent it to me in the mail. And to my knowledge, it holds true. But I couldn't figure out it's a championship belt. And I don't know, Sean, can you read that?
Yes, I can. WTLC.
The what?
The WTLC, world's tallest wrestler? I don't know.
World's tallest celebrity. To my knowledge, and I'm being serious. I know my whole Epri family. They're all 5'8" at best. Like 5'8". Ray and Jesse the same size. 5'8", 5'9". Yeah. My son's like 5'10", right?
Yeah.
I can't think of another leopard. I go through the family line of all the people I met. I met the other Mike Leopard, who was a postman. He's about 5'9", 5'8". So, gentlemen, I was acknowledged as the world's tallest leopard, standing at 6'1.5 feet. So, I'm going to carry this belt with pride. I know it doesn't matter to anyone at all. And all it does is actually irritate my family members. So I'm taking it on Christmas Eve. The world's tallest leopard. All right, anyways. Plus, by the way, I made a video, a card game for that night called Make It to the Fishes. And it's all about these things that people have to do or say to each other, stuff like that. You're just trying to get from start to dinner time and make it to the fishes. All right. First game, Sean. The Buffalo Bills travel to Cleveland. The Bills are favored by 10.5. Can I go first? Then I'll let you take the next one, because I've been calling the Bills pretty good this year. This has been one of my teams I feel like I locked in on. All right. The Bills are playing the Browns. The Bills are favored by 10.5. It's in Cleveland, right? The Bills are going to beat the shit out of the Browns. The Bills will beat the Browns by 20. The Bills are going to crush. The Browns don't want to win. The Browns do not want to win. Trust me when I say what I'm saying. That organization has fucked up so much that they don't want to win today. All right? So watch the play calling. Watch Buffalo pour it on. Once they stop pouring it on, Cleveland has no friggin' answer. I like Buffalo by 10.5. Sean?
Yeah, the Bills have been playing pretty well. But the Browns at home have been pretty good themselves. So, not that they've won that many games, don't get me wrong, but they play teams close.
Horrible.
I like the Brownies getting that 10.5. I think that half point is going to make the difference in the game. Give me the Brownies.
I'm going to say it's by 20. Matt, you're the split.
I am with Captain Picard on this round. I look at the spread today. I look at the slate, and I say to myself, I think that a lot of people will be looking at the Buffalo Bills to take care of business after what they did last week, and I think they do. I have the Buffalo Bills in the fantasy championship defense slot. I think they're okay, but when it comes to 10.5, I think that Cleveland closes within the spread.
All right. So here's my only thing though. Cleveland's 3-11. What does Cleveland have to play for? Not a freaking thing, right? Not a thing. Not a thing. Now, Buffalo's 10-4 behind an 11-3 New England. What does Buffalo have to play for? The AFC East. Buffalo can't lose this game. They're gonna bomb Cleveland. You watch. All right. Next game.
Hold on. The great thing about that being said is Shador Sanders is playing. The team is playing for him. They haven't had a quarterback to get excited about, and they know the chances that Buffalo have. I don't think that it's a scary close game for Cleveland to upset the Buffalo Bills, but this is a letdown spot for the Buffalo Bills. They just accomplished what they need to accomplish.
I'm going to double down now. I'm doubling down on what you doubled down on. The fact that Shador Sanders is in this game tells me that if Buffalo goes up by 14, then what? Shador's not like this video game throw the ball around the field. He's like a really weak version of Geno Smith. That's how I see the kid. You can be dude, the team can get around me wearing a flamingo shirt out there. They'd be like, oh, we love this Italian guy. We want him to throw the ball. It doesn't mean I'm making a completion. Anyways, Matt. No, all right. I'm sorry. I thought it was Sean. Sean, the Chargers go to Dallas. Dallas is at home and favored by 2.5. Who do you like?
The difference I see in this game is coaching. And coaching, of course, you're talking about the Chargers.
Chargers!
They're a good team, my friend. They got a ton of injuries, but they keep on fighting through. They keep on finding ways to win. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, but I think ultimately one stop is all you need in this game, and that one stop can be made by the Chargers.
Chargers! Matt.
No.
Matt, who do you like in this game?
I feel like the way you were expressing how the Browns have nothing to play for, now we know the Cowboys are out. They have nothing to play for, while the Chargers do. And I think the wrong team is favored here. I love the Chargers in this situation. Go Chargers.
Go Chargers, go.
Can I be honest with what stinks about this? That as the NFC East whisper, I have to split this again, and it's going to be Matt and Sean, and then me, and Matt and Sean, and then me. These two teams are both not that good, but not bad. And it would be one of my coin flip games of the day, as far as, because I don't like this game, 2.5. It's weird. But when that happens, I default and go with the home team by 3 at least. It's at 2.5. So therefore, I will go with the Cowboys. Dude, the Cowboys are not making the playoffs, but the Cowboys are still a really talented team, and the Chargers seem to hiccup a lot right around this time of year. Literally, right around this time of year is when they hiccup. Okay, Matt, the Cincinnati Bengals go to Miami, where Tua has been benched. The Bengals go in favored by 2.5. Who do you like?
This line has grown. If you go to Bet Online or Sportsbook right now, it's actually grown up to about 4.5.
Wow.
Cincinnati. Yep. Cincinnati is going to spank them.
Yep.
Go Cincy.
Yep. Is it really going up to 4.5?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's within the last couple hours.
So in my spread league, it's like Cincy getting 1 or something like that. So I put a lot of points on Cincy because I expect them to at least win the game or cover that 1 spread.
Sean, what do you think of that game?
I don't understand the spread in this one. They got J.R. Ewing from Dallas. He's going to be quarterbacking Miami today.
Is he?
You got one theme today.
Did they ever figure out who shot him?
Biggie, I think.
Oh.
Might have been Sean Combs. I didn't watch the documentary yet.
I thought you watched the show. Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
What do you like?
What I do like, is today's theme for me is going to be all about the cats. And we're starting with the Bengals. Bengals. I would have said this would be even money, but yeah, I'm going Bengals.
All right, so 4.5 is getting a little strange. I have it at 2.5. So I'm just gonna go because I'm not placing money. I'm gonna go based on what I had this morning. If I would have placed my bets, this is what I would have done. I'll take the Bengals minus 2.5. I think the Bengals minus 4.5.
Yeah.
I don't know why the spread is that low, and I think everybody saw that, and everybody freaked, and all the money just flew in on Cincy. Now, is that a trap? Because that's a dumb spread. Like, if I look through all of the slate of games, this game has one of the dumbest spreads. Why is it Cincy only by 2.5? Like, Joe Burrow's back throwing the ball around, and now we get this young kid coming from Miami. It's like, why would you do that? So
I think maybe they'd be looking at the fact that Miami definitely has a better defense than the Bengals. And maybe if you get some kind of stability at the quarterback position in Miami, anything better than what Tua has been giving you, you have now kind of somewhat of a chance. Who did you say was playing for Miami today? It's not Ewers?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, I also take Cincinnati, which makes Cincinnati our first.
It's a lock. It's a lock. It's a lock.
Wow.
There's official.
Is that Vince Lombardi?
That is. He endorsed our show.
Yep. He just said it's a lock. All right. Let's go to the next game. Sean. Oh boy, this is a game where, like, seriously, this is one of those games that the classic line is I had 2 tickets in my window of my car, and it broke in and left 2 more tickets. The Jets will play the Saints. Right? The Saints at home. Matt, what are you doing with a bag? You done with the bag?
I was looking in the bag. I knew there was nothing in it, but I was going to see if I could make something appear like a win.
All right, so Jets plus 6.5 in New Orleans. Sean, who do you like?
Who do I like? Well, Maddie, bag. That bag, you may know, at the beginning of the year, I said, keep that bag because the Saints are going to be that bad. However, as of recently, the Saints have won 3 out of 5. They've won 2 much, much better teams, and they've been playing very well. The Jets, on the other hand, have just lost their starting wide receiver.
What do they have? What do they have for an offense today? What the frig did they do on offense, the Jets?
Based on the way New Orleans plays, they're going to be doing a lot of pitches to Hall, but yeah, it's going to be a sad day today. Because today, those Saints come marching in. Hey, old Saints come marching in.
No. Marching in. Sorry, it speeds up. Matt, who do you like? Saints minus 6.5 at home.
The most winningest rookie quarterback of all the rookies I'm riding with, Shuck. He and the Saints go marching on. There's probably no other matchup that I can see a train going against a little Ford Escort than I can see today because the Saints are feeling themselves. They like the way they're playing. And the Jets are crashing. Aaron Glenn's fired. He's gone. He might as well. They don't have any defense. He might as well just get on the field and try to play with his 55-year-old ass. I swear the Saints go into the Jets and they beat the shit out of them, and they're happy.
Look, they're at home first of the Saints, and the Jets have.
Yeah, well, they're gonna take them, and they're gonna bring the Jets back home.
I'm agreeing with you. I don't even like the Saints. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Saints team, but the Jets have to. All right, we're in position, guys. How many games left in the season? 2, 3, 2?
2.
Yeah. All right. The Jets do not. They can't afford to win this game. You know that.
No,
right?
they don't want to win. Yeah.
They can't win this game. They want those two quarterbacks. There's two quarterbacks everybody wants. Everybody wants the one spot and the two. And if they don't end up in the one spot, then they're going to trade with the one spot team and give up all the draft picks that other team gave them. Okay, so the Jets have no offense. Their defense looks like it stinks. I'm just hoping something screwy doesn't happen. That's all I wish for, like a block punt or something dumb, like a New York Giants field goal where you don't kick the ball, you kick the ground right in front of it, and then you stop like a stand. All right, so I'm going with the Saints as well, which makes it 50.
Okay.
Can we get someone to check on him? I'm gonna make sure he was okay. He didn't look like he landed well. Did you see anybody else watching that? That was not good. All right, Matt. I'm gonna go next. The Vikings are favored by 3 over the Giants. The Vikings have to be able to beat the Giants by 3. Although, what did I say last week about Abdul Carter? Did I not say that he was going to have to play? He's going to play a game where he came out like a monster and destroyed the game because of how much shit they talked about him? And he did what? Exactly that, right?
Yep.
Here's what I'm fearful of. Only thing I'm fearful of, and I really am fearful of this because we're in the number 1 slot. We're in the number 1 draft pick, right? So I don't even want to see Jackson Dart out there. I would rather see Russell Wilson, who we paid $5 million? Like, let him earn it. Put him out there, right? But what I'm afraid of is this. Dart goes out there today, has a good game, and then Carter and them start to click again. Dude, those guys are really going to be a great pass rushing group. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to still take the Vikings -3 because the Giants always prove that they can lose. They're the greatest team at losing. They can lose any game, and they'll figure out a way that you haven't even thought of yet to lose a game. Going with the Vikings. Sean.
Yeah, the Purple People Eaters are in a good space today, especially when you consider one of my fantasy tips of the week is play Aaron Jones because the Giants cannot take any end arounds, cannot take any off tackles. They're I think 30th in the league against those plays. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of running. You're going to see Vikings control the clock and Vikings win the game.
It's so awful. The Giants are just so bad. Like, and again, all these Giants like podcast things, they're all talking about, oh, what's the future of Shane and all this stuff. And if you guys remember, at the trade deadline, I said Shane was all done because the Giants made absolutely 0 moves. They had guys like Evan Neal, Thibodeau. They had a roster of people they could have traded or moved. And no moves were made at all. Why? Because that's what ownership does when they're firing the GM. When they're not bringing the GM back, he's not allowed to make any moves. And we didn't make a single move, but nobody notices that. They just go, I wonder if he's still going to be the GM. No.
I wonder.
No, he's not, because there were no moves made at the trading deadline. And he hasn't mentioned one coaching candidate since. Remember when he said they're going to start the coaching search?
Yep.
Any updates from Shane? No. So, new GM, new coach for the Giants. Matt, sorry. Who do you like in the game?
Don't be sorry, handsome. There's so many times this year, not many times this year, that I've went in one direction where I wanted to go another direction because I've been so rock hard solid this year that I really just, I don't know. Usually when I feel this way about, like, when you talk about the Giants and you talk about Minnesota, Giants, I look at JJ McCarthy. He can't get the ball to his guys. And on the other side, Doc can. And I wonder about, like, what we're saying here. You know, the Giants are really good at losing, but I think someone's coming up and going, I want to take that crown from you. And it looks like it's the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm looking at this game, and I'm with you guys. I'm going to pick many, and I'm going to walk that way. But there's been a few times this year that I took a team where I'm like, I don't really want to because I feel like that's going to happen. It ended up happening. And I feel like the Giants win this game. But I'm going to go with many.
So here's the thing. I agree with you. You can't trust the Giants. Like, you can't trust them to lose, can't trust them to do anything. So you're right. If there was a game that they were going to win, it'd be something like this because it would fuck them. Go from the 1 pick to the 5 or 6 pick. Literally is how far we would fall. And you know what would happen is J.J. McCarthy would just get beat up. If that goes down, that's the
And I don't think you actually have to pursue McCarthy to scare him, and I think that he's easily to push around and bully. I could see the Giants win this game. I'm going to go with Minnesota, but I could see the Giants winning this game.
So we all have, well, some of us have begrudgingly gone ahead with with the Minnesota Vikings. So we're all three in agreement. That makes it officially.
It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock!
That Jimmy the Greek with a mustache?
It must be.
I always wonder what happened to Jimmy the Greek. Imagine they fired a guy for having some sort of insensitivity towards another ethnicity, and they call him Jimmy the Greek.
I know.
Right? It's like, yeah, Jimmy the Greek. It's like every day. That's my nickname, but you're gonna get mad at me for doing this? And plus, he was the first true bookie to ever be on TV.
Yes, he was.
Like Jimmy the Greek, we owe a lot to him. Gambling became a big deal because of him. So, all right, so we got 3 teams on the locks. The last one was a little begrudgingly. Let's go to another game. Sean, Chiefs go to the Titans. I don't have the spread.
We have. Let me see.
It's 3.
3.
It was. Yep.
Who's favored? Chiefs?
KC.
Chiefs are favored by 3, yeah. Here's what you don't know. Because of all these tariffs, Gardner Minshew is now charging 6 cents for a mustache ride. And because of that, I'm sticking with Gardner Minshew. Because God bless this country. God bless mustache rides. And God bless. No, actually, I'm gonna really take the Chiefs. The Chiefs have just a little bit more talent. They have pride still, even though they're one of those teams. Even though that they're not making the playoffs, they still are going to have some pride behind what they're doing. They're not team shut it down, even though they don't have Rice. I understand, and I think they have enough to win by 3.
All right, Matt.
Not only do they not have their biggest playmaker with Rashid Rice, when you have a backup quarterback and you really want to bail him out, help him out, you got to have the team and all its key components there to really lift the sails up. But what I focus on here is they don't have the backs to help out the running back when Tennessee does. So if I'm looking at these 2 teams, give me the Titans. I think the Titans have been playing spirit football. I think that they're actually kind of tough. They've shown us that the last few weeks, where I think you're seeing KC. I'm not saying KC is going to pack it in, but I see that their focus is going to shift, and you're going to see a little bit of like, we're not going for a Super Bowl anymore. So I think that when push comes to shove and we see who wants this game more, it's going to be the Tennessee Titans playing a little bit more tough-spirited football, I think.
So, what I was going to say is pretty much exactly that. The Chiefs lost their hero. You know what I mean? The Titans, if they win this game, they start to build what's called Mr. Momentum towards the end of the season, and that's exactly what this team needs. They need to get this kid going, right, and the whole team clicking. And what better game to win one and build some confidence than the beat up old Chiefs that are known as Super Bowl champions. So that's a great game to get up for. Here come the Chiefs. Let's beat them. I like the Titans. All right. Matt, Falcons go to the Cardinals. Cardinals are at home, favored by 3. Who do you like? Matt? Or Sean, who do you like?
Oh, Matt, you're on mute.
We on, Ansem?
There you are. I asked you, who do you like? Falcons go to Arizona. Cardinals are favored by 3.
You know, this is probably one of the coin tosses of the week.
Yeah.
And I'll be on the Arizona side of things because I like McBride and I like Wilson. Harrison's not fully back. It looks to me like they're going to kind of use him sparingly. So you could start up Michael Wilson as like a wide receiver 2, mid-range wide receiver 2. I still think McBride gets the majority of the targets, but I think Michael Wilson gets you 10, 12, 15 points. Give me Arizona.
You know what's funny in this? This is one of those I would tell you not to bet it type games because I don't like either team. And when garbage plays garbage, sometimes you don't know what's going to happen. However, like I did in the other game when I went against you guys, I'm going to go with Matt for the same reason. I'm going to go with the home team, and it's 3 points. Like when it's 2 garbage teams that I can't really predict, I'll stay with the home team as long as it's not more than 3. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Sean?
Yeah, I think the game for this, it's actually going to be the over. So if you have a play in this game, go the over. Don't go pick them. I think this is just the push of the week.
48 and a half.
Yeah. So I would say it's going to be a fun game. You can make money there. However, I'm also going to say I agree with you guys. I'm going to go Arizona on this one.
So that's 2 in a row that we're not like 100% sold, but we're sold enough. So that officially makes it a.
He lines it up and
Score! It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock!
Matt, are those your kittens? Matt, are those your kittens? No, meow. It's creepy when he's on mute and he does the meow. Did you notice that? All right, Sean, I'm staying with you. As Matt flipped the phone on there. Who do you like in the Jaguars traveling to the Broncos? Broncos are at home, favored by 3. The Jaguars proved us wrong last week, big time.
Yes, they did. But I said there's a theme this week. This week, my theme is the kitty cats. I think that I got it at 3.5. So if you can get it at 3.5, go with the kitty cats. Go with the Jaguars because I think that Cohen is a offensive guru. It doesn't matter what parts are on the field. He can figure out a play that will somehow break it down. I like the Jaguars over Denver pulling the upset.
I hope so.
All right, Matt, who do you like?
I don't think that they get the outright win, Captain. I hope they do. I'll take them by the hook.
Yep.
Awesome to see a Rhode Island boy and Liam Cohen making a name and staking his claim in the NFL. Truly belongs. And like you said, he's doing it with a team that, hey, for so long, people were like, can anybody get that location popping? Because every once in a while it sparks, but it never catches fire.
Mm.
They've got something. And it's almost like Trevor Lawrence has been the only one watching this damn show. And since he freaking heard what we said about him a few weeks ago, we were like, no, you never beat anybody like that. He's been laying it up ever since, and he's catching fire. And I think it's because of Liam. And I'll take the Jaguars with the points. I don't know if they get the outright win. I hope they do. It's just Denver is just beating the shit out of me to the point where I have to believe in them now. And I won't ever be caught talking shit about the Broncos again.
So Okay, I'm sorry to do this again, but I split this pick. I like Denver at home by 3.
But it's 3.5.
I have it at 3. I
If
have
it's three, I would take Denver. But with
Yeah,
the half, I take Jacksonville. I just want to make that clear.
all right. So
I
if you
agree.
I'm going to stay with Denver either way to split this because it's going to be a tricky pick to make. Broncos win the game. They win by 3, maybe 4. I can see it. So I'm going to stay with Denver and split that game. All right, Sean. The Raiders travel to Houston to play the Texans. The Raiders are getting 14.5. Who do you like?
Okay, so the Raiders, man, is there? You know what type of day it is? Yeah. So they have talent on offense, but they just can't seem to put it together. And Houston has been the most like set it and forget it team for the last couple weeks. I hate to say it. I think it's a game again where Houston keeps it low, but they say, let's say they win 24-3, something like that, 24-7. They'll figure out something like that, and they'll get it done. I like Houston.
So let me go second on this really quick because this is the one game that stood out to me. Again, the Raiders want to lose. Let's just keep that in mind. And Houston is going to run over them. This is going to be like varsity versus JV. That's what this is going to be like. I'm telling you, they're going to kick the shit out of the Raiders. I think 14.5 is too low. I would actually set the spread at like 16. I'm being dead serious. I'm going to go with the Texans. Matt?
Yeah, man, I agree. I when we talk about Seattle on the NFC side, I think there's a lot of people that have yet to. I mean, we're here rumbling, rumblings of it, but I think on the AFC side, it's the Houston Texans. And when you think about the Raiders, like, what do they have to offer? What are they going to do that's going to be a viable threat against the Texans and their defense? There's nothing. There's nothing. They can't run the ball. They can't really throw the ball. This 14.5 points is going to quickly be absolved. Give me the Texans.
So here's what Vegas thinks this game is going to be, right? This is the largest spread, right, of 14.5. It's also the lowest over-under of 37.5. Now, if a game has a spread where it's 15 points basically, but the over-under is still 38,
one person doing all the scoring.
They basically are telling you they don't even think that the Raiders are going to score.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
The team's going to be like 21-0. That's what Vegas thinks because why the frig would it be the highest spread but the lowest over-under? There's no gap for any points at all from the fucking Raiders. So I think Vegas knows this is an ass whooping.
Yep.
They show their hand by having the over-under be so low. That's a low 37.5. That's ridiculous. The Bengals Dolphins is 50.5. All right. Anyways, are we all in agreement with the Texans?
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
All right. So that makes it officially. Let's see if I got one of these.
It's a lock! It's a lock! It's a lock! Locked.
I love that angry dog. All right. Last 1:00 game. Maddie, the Steelers travel to Detroit City. Detroit's favored by 6.5. Who do you like?
I don't believe this Detroit Lions team has a right to be giving Pittsburgh 7 points. Pittsburgh's been Jekyll and Hyde, to say the least this year, but so hasn't Detroit. Detroit's been the same. Sometimes you wonder if they're going to meet the task. And between these two organizations, I would have to say edge goes to Tomlin and coaching. There's times when I'm scratching my head with Dan Campbell because I think he's got so many toys and a nice car, and I'm like, what are you doing with that thing? Like, what are you doing? But 7 points is too much. I'll go with Pittsburgh. I would say Detroit wins the game, but this could be a situation where people like to tease Detroit down to a pick 'em and end up red faced. Like I say that all the damn time. I look at these games and I think people might be doing that. Pittsburgh can win this game outright. So give me Pittsburgh in the 7 for sure.
Sean.
Yes, I do agree. But I will say Detroit only has to shut down DJ Metcalf. All they have to do is DK Metcalf, and all they have to do is let Pittsburgh's tight ends beat you, because really that's all they have. They have 3 middle of the road tight ends, and they'll let them throw, and
Their
therefore
leading
they keep it.
receiver is Kenneth Gainwell, and he will be again today.
Yeah, exactly. And you get you get it close enough, and I think they will keep it close enough. I think Pittsburgh wins by the points, not the game, but by the point. So I'll take Pittsburgh.
Sorry, guys. I got to do it again. I don't trust either team, I'll be honest. But Matt somewhat alluded to it. It's like the guy up the street from me owns this like white, like I want to say almost like a Lamborghini type car, like a car that's well over $50,000, right? When
Don't talk about Stu.
When I see it get driven around the neighborhood, I think to myself, that's not what that car is made for. Like that poor car, it wants to go on the highway. Like a car like that is built to go on a freaking highway, right? So I feel like the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell are exactly that. He's taking the Lamborghini to try to go up the shores, and he goes on the drives around on the street. He doesn't go anywhere deep. He doesn't no highways, nothing. But this team could go on the highway and explode. I like Detroit's possibilities today way more than I like Pittsburgh's. Like Detroit could possibly score this amount of points, whereas I don't think Pittsburgh can match that. So I know it's a lot.
That is true.
It's weird. I'm going to go with the Lions. All right. These are our locks for the day before we go to tonight's game. Let's see what we got here. And the Bengals, the Saints, the Vikings, the Cardinals, and the Texans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. 8 o'clock game. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Sean, you're somehow, I don't know how it happened. Best team in the AFC. How did that happen? I don't know. Like it literally, like the Patriots going to first place is equivalent to like when you boil a frog in water. Like you can't throw a frog in the hot water because it jumps out immediately. But if you boil it while it's in the pot, it just stays there and it just accepts the heat until it dies. Well, that's kind of like how the Patriots rose. They were getting better, and we were just watching it get better. We just watched, and all of a sudden they're the best. They're the best team in the AFC. But they're going up against a team that, because of their potential, which can go either way, but because of their potential, could expose them. It could be a really rough game for the Patriots tonight because of the way Baltimore is. But I defer to you, Sean. Who do you like in this game? The Ravens are favored by 3 is what I have.
Yes. I think the Ravens, who let me just see here. I have the Ravens actually winning this game outright. I really think they pose matchup problems for the Patriots, especially with Henry running the ball. If he doesn't fumble, which I mean that's a big if, but if they do not, my Patriots are going to go down to Chinatown and take that butt whooping by Baltimore. But I think it helps them get ready for the playoffs. It helps them see clearer. I also think that the NFL script is setting up that last game to be Pittsburgh against Baltimore for the title. So I think in order to do that, Baltimore has to win. Therefore, Baltimore wins tonight.
All right, Matt.
If this was like the Derrick Henry we remember, I would believe that because I do believe what you're saying because the Ravens just are always kind of a nemesis to the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
But this year I just think there's something up with those Baltimore Ravens. Defensively, offensively, even Lamar, if you will, right? I don't think he could take advantage of the weaknesses of the Patriots' pass defense. But when it comes back to Derrick Henry, I think the Patriots can stop him where he's trying to get going. And I think it's a little bit tougher for him to get it going than he used to. Because when he was gone, he'd be knocking over everybody in his way and taking you with him. I think Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill, one of those type of backs will present more problems for the Patriots defense than this Derrick Henry. Give me the Patriots, and I say that kind of. I worry about this game. I think no matter what, the Ravens still are a threat, but I don't think they have what it takes to continuously keep up. So if the Patriots, because this is a tough road game, Patriots are road warriors, but if they're around late, they do find their way on top. Give me the Patriots.
All right, so Matt took the Ravens. And Sean took the Ravens. Matt took the Patriots. All right, I'll tell you who's going to win tonight. So I am a huge believer in Drake May. Like I am literally have gotten myself to the point where I consider Drake May in the top 5 quarterbacks, like top quarterbacks that I would want on my team. Then that's just the truth. And there's something about these goddamn Patriots. They're winning this year. They just keep winning and they figure out ways to win. They're playing like the Patriots of old in the sense that they're not causing penalties. They're not doing this. They're not making mistakes. They're making other teams make mistakes. And if it comes to teams making mistakes, step up to the plate, Lamar. You're really good at that. I love the Patriots tonight. Kiss the spread. Take the Patriots outright. Let's go to
Can I ask you, Mike, one thing?
Yeah.
Mr. King, did we miss the Panthers game, Tampa Bay Panthers?
Yes, we probably did.
Okay.
We can go back to that.
If you-
We'll do it next before we do Monday night. All
Okay.
right. So, Sean, Bucks travel to the Panthers. I don't know what the spread is because you just mentioned the game, but you probably might know the spread.
I have it at 3 for Tampa Bay.
Tampa's favored by 3 in Carolina. Wow. All right. Who do
Yeah.
you like in that, Sean?
Well, I did say this was a kitty cat game. Kitty cat week. Panthers at home. Decent team. Panthers with the two-headed monster, do pose a threat to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has a lot more talent, but Tampa Bay is not playing well right now. I think they might be going through a coaching regime change in the offseason to get to that next level. Therefore, I am taking the Panthers.
Dave G writes, brother. Matt, who do you like?
I'm with Captain. I think that this truly is like a coin flip game, and Vegas has it that way. Why? I have no idea why they got Tampa Bay being the favorite here, because when I look at Tampa Bay, I see them having issues. Bucky Irvin is not back up to speed, and he's splitting the ball with Tucker, and you got White coming in there. I feel like why not just give Sean Tucker the opportunity to showcase himself? And Bucky was so slow to come back. If he ain't back up to speed, keep it running with the train. That's Sean Tucker, because he presents such a toughness, and that's missed, where you get this defense goes so sick at hitting you and attacking you, wrapping you up by the time comes on. And I think that's something that's missing with the Bucks. I think in the beginning of the year when they were like, Baker's the MVP, Bucks look like a favorite in the NFC. That's all gone. That's gone. So is this like an overinflated line? Because I don't see any toughness in them. And the only miscue that I see on the Carolina side is their usage with Dottle and Jabba Hubbard. So there's less problems on the Carolina side, and I think McMillan goes off today, and I think he becomes a star. I think they kick the shit out of the Bucks, and I think he does a great job in putting a dagger in that corpse of the Tampa Bay Bucks.
So I am also in agreement of this, as I have written down. Officially making it
Yo, look at that sign! Legit fantasy football! Ooh, it's real! That's a lie! It's 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 a lie!
wow. Those guys, she's getting close to game time. Those guys are fired up. So, let's see.
I
Here it
am
is.
fired up.
Bengals, Saints, Vikings, Cardinals, Texans, and Panthers. Let's go to the Monday night game. I do not have the spread on this, but the 49ers travel to the Colts.
5.5.
Indianapolis deals with their version of Daniel Jones and the issues that come with him and injuries, and he's going to hit free agency, and that's how that goes with Daniel Jones. It's a lock. All right. What is the spread you got? Who's going to spread?
5.5.
6. Oh yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Sean. Who do you like?
Well, the Colts.
Niners! Sorry.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Colts need to learn the lesson that the 49ers already know. When players get hurt, you have to be next man up. You have to constantly be, you know what I mean, ready to go, ready to hit that hole. And guess what? Indy doesn't have it. This is our Colts. This is our team. But they're going to lose again.
That guy jinxed the whole season.
He did.
By that, he did. I want them to know that. I want Colts fans to know that guy making that video sounding like that jinxed that team. All right. You like to find the 49ers minus the points. Matt.
Yeah, that video scarred me for life. I'll never get that time back, but it absolutely, I can't get it out of my head. I'm actually going to run with the Colts in this one because if they can put their dukes up against Seattle and go toe-to-toe with them, then what will they be able to do against that San Francisco defense that's not existent? It's not like Seattle. And look, I'm gonna wear that dare as a hat.
I love it.
Yeah,
Looking good.
I got a ball on my head.
But
That sounds weird, King.
I know.
That sounds weird.
Because usually I would say I have two
But
balls.
whose ball is it?
whose ball is it?
Usually it's
Hey, hold
two
on.
balls.
Look I'm a star.
You look, you're getting pooped on by a thing. All right. Hey, Sean, open the president that's in front of you.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, stop. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. The Colts, they're all done. Season's done. Wrap it up. They should stop putting bubble wrap around everybody that's good. Call it quits. Colts are done this season. I like the 49ers. Split on that. So now let's just recap once again who our locks are for this week. The Bengals, the Saints, the Vikings, the Cardinals, the Texans, and the Panthers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That seems to be the number we always land at, huh?
Yeah.
All right, that's 6 locks. Anybody got any sort of fantasy advice for anybody that's probably like, what? This is the championship week, a week before the championship week in most leagues. What advice you got? And or
I would say don't be afraid to start up Audric Estime, ex Denver Broncos player playing for the Saints against the Jets. I think there's only 2 backs that are going to get time. It's him and the Evan Hull kid. And I think with his time with the Broncos, they're going to give it to the kid who has more reps. And that's going to be Estime. So he really had a realistic chance of being the Denver Broncos lead back. And it was just Javonte Williams never wanted to allow him to make a home in his area of operation. So I think that he will show out today. Audric Estime, the Saints.
I got to say, 2 sleeper. If you're doing daily fantasy, not playoffs, but daily fantasy, go Aaron Jones and Gainwell today. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm trying to sell somebody something. It's worth like $45-$50. I've got it at 25, and they're asking me if I'll take 22.
Oh, brother.
That seems to me like when someone does that, they're doing it just to do it, to give themselves the feeling that they got a deal. Like, I'm not doing $3. Like, if it, you know what I mean? 25. If this is like 105, and they're like, what about 95? All right. That's a more, but it's, you know what I mean? It's a high number. You're down at 25 and you say 22. That's like, no. That's no. All right. Here's what I would say. Start your studs. Don't overthink it. Do what I do. Hopefully, I don't think any leagues still have it. DK $50 from.
All right.
What I was gonna say was, I didn't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. What did he even just say? What just happened to the English language? I was saying something. Venmo, and they give you an extra 25. Then you can take your 50 back.
There you go.
What is he talking about?
I'm not
I have no clue.
But guys, I got to get
on my
going.
head.
I apologize to cut out early, but I got to get going.
Yeah, Sean, you probably should get going. Let me wrap it up for you.
Okay.
For Captain Picard, for Mastradamus, it's me, Mike Leopard, King Mike Yo from Legit Fantasy Football. I almost said sports. These are our locks: Bengals, Saints, Vikings, Cardinals, Texans, Panthers. We are done. Matt, you want to dance? Ready? Go.